Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to discuss a bit more about Unix file management in part 2. If you want to refer part 1, please go back and watch my previous session on Unix file management under part 1. So here we are going to create basic files, and how do we do that? And for creating a file, we are going to use VI editor. Okay, so let me open my terminal and show that to you. So this is my Sigwin terminal, and let me expand it. Here you can see we have multiple files created, but now I'm going to show you how do we create any new file. Okay, so suppose file7.txt does not already exist. That's why we will create a new file with the name file7.txt. So what I did is I just entered the command vi space the file name, and when you hit the enter, a blank file will open. Okay, so here to be able to write anything, what we do is we will need to go to insert mode. Okay, so when we press the command, press the key I on the keyboard, it will be going into an insert mode. Now let me try to type anything. This file is to learn vi editor. Okay, so suppose I have written this thing. Now I want to go out of the insert mode. So for that we will need to press escape key on your keyboard, and it will come out of the insert mode. Now to be able to go into the editor mode, what we did, we entered the I button, I key on your keyboard, and to come out of the editor mode, what we'll do is we will just press escape button. Now what do we want to do right now is we want to come out of this file. Okay, we want to save this file. So you have to press shift along with colon and then Q. So when you press colon Q, what it will do is it will quit from this file without saving. Okay, let me show that. Okay, so I'm getting an error message. So what you need to do right now is when you press shift colon Q and then exclamation. Okay, so what this will do is it will come out of the file without saving. Okay, so let me press enter, and when you list the files, you don't see file 7.txt. Okay, because whatever content you created under file 7.txt was not saved. Okay, let me do it again. Vi file 7.txt. Now let me go to insert mode. I pressed I I key on the keyboard, and now this is a file to demo vi editor. Press escape, shift colon, and then WQ. We want to save this file this time. So for saving, what is the command? The command is colon W. So W will save your file, write, and Q will quit. So let me hit that. Now you will notice that the file 7.txt has been created. Okay, now let me again open this file 7.txt. Okay, and let me show you without going to the editor mode. Let me go to, okay, so I just want to type in something, one more line here, so that I can demonstrate you with. Okay, so the buttons keys on your keyboard H, L, J and K. What is the purpose of these buttons? Let me show that to you on my PPT first, so that you will be aware what I'm talking about. So L button. when you are in vi file name is like we have our file 7.txt we just created. So when you press I, it will go to edit mode. Okay. Now when you press L key, L, H, K, and J keys are just to navigate your cursor. When you press L, it will take you to the right. When you press H, it will take you to the left side. When you press K, it will move up in the file. And when you press J key, this will move down in the file. Okay, downside in the file. Okay, and we discussed colon Q is to quit the editor, colon Q exclamation if you have made some changes in the file, then you will want to override it. Okay, you want to quit without saving, then you can use the option Q along with exclamation. Colon WQ is to save the file and exit. Okay, so let me show this. I am pressing H. You see H is going to the right. H H key taking us to the left side. There are no other line here. That is why it is not. Let me add. Let me add few more lines here. I'm in skip mode, and when you press J, you K, you see K is taking up and J is taking down. H is taking to the left, L is taking to the right. So this is basically why it is important to use the keys, because when you have a file, a big file which has a long list of lines of a script, okay, or a program, so you don't want to make any mistake. Okay, some terminals don't recognize the arrow keys. When you press arrow keys, they will behave randomly, and they can also make any changes to your file that you are not aware that what changes you have made, and that can break your file system. That is why we use the ideal method. An ideal method to navigate inside the vi editor is your this keys that we just discussed, H, L, J, K. Okay, and let me stop it here about the vi editor, and let me show you. Suppose we have written some content into file 7.txt and we want to view. Okay, we want to view its content. So there are two options. We can also use file 7.txt that we just discussed. It will also show you the content, but we don't want to edit anything. We just want to see the content. So for viewing the content, you can use the cat command. Okay, file 7, sorry, file 7.txt. You can see here. This is the file to demo vi editor. This is what we had saved in our file, and that is getting represented here using cat command. Now we want to view the content of file 6.txt. Okay, file 6.txt. You see this file has multiple names here, that is Virat, Rohit, Surya, Rahul, Virat, and Virat. Okay, now you also want to show the line number, okay, of all the lines that is available under the file 6.txt. You see this is the line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this file 6.txt contains 7 rows, okay, in that file, and -v option will enable the file so that all line numbers will also be printed. Okay, so this is about the cat command. You have created the file, you now know how to view the content of a file, and then we are going to discuss about one command, that is wc command. Okay, wc command is something that will show you few details. We will discuss those details one by one. So let me first clear this screen, list the number of files and folders under the current directory. Current directory is your temp, and let me run wc hyphen file 6.txt. What is this doing? This has given some output, and that is showing you as 9 7 44 44 file6.txt. This is the file name. Okay, so we have four columns. You see here, column number 1, column number 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so the first column represents here the total number of lines in the file. Okay, so how many total number of lines in file 6.txt? It will print all the lines. I will come back and show you how many lines are there inside this file. Okay, this is the second column. Second column is for word. Okay, how many words are available in your file? And again, 44 is the bit size, that is your file6.txt file size. Okay, so let me show you vi file6.txt and see how many lines are there. Okay, so this is the first line, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, but there are two extra lines also. You see here, 8 and 9. Okay, you see, this is the another command. When you press colon and input set space number, it will give you the line number under the vi editor also. You see here, so this, there are the total 9 lines in that file. So what did basically wc command did is file6.txt is giving you the total number of lines, total number of words. 44 is the file size, and this is the file 6.txt. Okay, now when you see cat file 6.txt has repeated words, you see here virat, virat, virat and virat. Now I'm going to show you the application application of this wc command. Okay, so this is another command grep that we will discuss in maybe in different session in detail, but I am going to use it here. And I I am looking for Virat. Okay, grep is basically to search any string in a file. Okay, grep command is just to search any string in a file, and hyphen I is, this will disable the case sensitivity of a string. So either it is Virat or in caps, small, whatever, wherever it will find Virat in a file, file6.txt, it will give you. You see here, Virat, 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 and Virat. Now we want to count how many total Virat are there. Okay, so you see the application of wc command. We entered wc-l. This is for word count, and it has given you the result of Virat. Total number of these strings found in a file 6.txt. You see there are four strings that match Virat. Okay, so this is the application of wc-l command. I will give you one example from real-time industries where what happens is there is a file, log file, where all the transactions getting written. Okay, and sometimes any client or customer reports that can you count how many number of transactions I have done for the day. Okay, how many number of transactions they are reporting, they did 12 times, but for some reason their application showing only 10 times. So how can you verify that? For that you must be a pro in Unix file management. You will need to know how to do that. Okay, how to find that. That is why the importance of this session is. And to do that, what you will do is you will just go to the log file. Okay, log file is nothing but a basic file. Okay, suppose file6.txt is our log file, and they want to find the total number of transactions, and assume file6.txt contains all the transaction details. What you will do is you will just grab the string, maybe with the customer name, because customer name will be finding will customer name will show you the details of transaction. Okay, suppose there are two columns, one is the customer name, second is the transaction. So number of times they have done the transaction, all will be getting written inside, and you can find out the customer name in the graph file and just count it. Customer name here in our case is Virat, so we can see grep hyphen I virat file 6.txt wc hyphen l, and we can see there are 4 number of transactions in the log file. So whatever trader or the client or customer is telling may be the wrong. They had just an assumption that they did an extra trade, but that might not happen. They did some extra transaction that might not happen. We can confirm that from the log. Okay. In case of any further issues, we can troubleshoot also on what could be the possibility. There are multiple possibilities for when any application is running. So that is a separate thing. But I'm showing you how we deal with the file management in real-time corporate world. Okay, let me see if there is anything else. Okay, so another command is copy move command. Let me show that to you also. Copy is nothing but, let me show that you by example. So here is file6.txt. Okay, file 6.txt, and I want to make a copy file 6. Suppose another name is copy.txt. Okay, so this is the file 6.txt. This is the another file that we want to copy this content into. So I just cp, this is the file name, and this is the new file name. Okay, and you will see a new file with the new file name that we just entered here. Okay, so this is the new file name, and this is a copy of file 6.txt. How can we verify? File 6 copy. Okay, you see the content whatever was there in file 6.txt are all there in file 6 copy.txt. This name could be anything as per your choice. Okay, now we want to move the content. Okay, we want file 6 copy.txt, and basically this will move command. Let me show that you by example only. Mv file 6 copy.txt into file 6 new.txt. Okay, so what this will do is move command will completely change its name, okay, to a new file, this name that we just entered. Basically m command is to rename the file, you see, and when we rename, the existing file will completely be removed. Let me show that here. Now we don't have file 6 copy.txt, you see, this file is gone. Instead we have a new file created that we renamed using mv command, you see. Yes, so this is all about today's session, and I will come with more commands, and we'll discuss in our later sessions, upcoming sessions. Thank you so much, friends. Thanks a lot.